says we're live. I'm going to try to believe it. But I won't believe it until I see somebody throw me a comment. Let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. It's like Ice Hog's here. Mike F is here. Eric's Adventures Fishing is here. Steve Eddy is here. Slick Mo, whatever, man. Slick Mo something. Meat Man is here. Johnny something. Karen C. Greg Simmons, or Greg Schmidt rather. Jeff Cummings. Dave Ristow. All right, Lima Charlie from Ice Hog, loud and clear. Good to hear. All right, so give everybody a heads up. This is I'm in sketchy territory here. Not personally, but my phone is, and I got it perched up. I'm on the boat. You can probably tell that, but I got it perched up on some boxes and some other things. And you probably see it jiggling. If I move too much, it jiggles. And if it falls off there at any time, I'm going to apologize in advance. I'll get it back up there and we'll get going again. But if I move my arms at all, I'm going to get some jiggling in there. But, man, who else we got? Terry Bradshaw's here. Is that the Terry Bradshaw from all those great Steeler games I watched back in the day? Probably not, but that'd be cool. Karen C. is here. Oh, who else? High Point. Nick Padula is here from High Point Outdoors. Dennis Clement, Deer Hunter. Steve Eddy. Need some tape? No, I'm good, Steve. Appreciate it, man. I can make things work. I can doctor things up. That's no problem. Leroy from Purple Taco Fly Supply is here. Good to see you, Leroy. If you guys got any questions for Purple Taco, Leroy is here. He's happy to answer them for you. And don't forget, these Sunday night live streams are proudly brought to you by Dreamweaver Lures. Check them out, dreamweaverlures.com. They are the best in the business. I love those guys and gals down there. And we're going to talk about some Dreamweaver things here in just a moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you out there on the back deck. I'm going to go over my charter setup for tomorrow morning, show you what I'm going to be running, and talk about where I'm going to be running beforehand. But, excuse me, grab a drink of water. Somebody just said awesome resource for information. Whoever that was, thank you very much. When I'm doing these things on the phone like this, the comments come in so fast. Ricky Pierce, good to see you. Nick Padula asked about tight lines. Yeah, tight lines was a blast, but excuse me. When I'm on the phone like this, the comments come through so quick. It's hard to catch them all. But Matt President, it's good to see you. So I'll start right there. Matt President again has donated 6 kits to the channel. I showed them last week. They're amazing kits. Flashers, flies, meat rigs, the salmon flies from the last 2 years, I believe, are also in there. All the rigs. And I tell you what, I'm going to give those away towards the end of May, middle or beginning of June. Those are going to go for Patreon supporters on this channel. So if you want to support us on Patreon, patreon.com, Patreon, and then just search Tangle Tackle Fishing. You can support us if you support us in any way on Patreon. You'll be entered into those drawings. I'll draw them all out on one night and get them sent out to everybody. So again, Matt, thank you very much for doing that. I got to make sure I don't have any food in my face. I just got done eating. My wife just went for a walk. We just got done eating north side here. If you ever come to Manistee, check out Chapo's North Side Bar and Grill. By far, one of the best, if not the best, hamburgers, cheeseburgers I've ever had. I just got done wolfing one down along with a bunch of other things. And again, if you come to Manistee, check that place out. Good people, good food. I'm not getting paid anything to say that. I'm just saying that because it is that darn good. Excuse me. But yeah, Matt President's kits, we'll give those away towards the end of the month. Again, Matt, thank you for doing that. The boat's rocking a little. My wife must be back. Yeah, she's just hopping on the back deck. What else do I want? Oh, here's a big thing. I want everybody to know this. I just had, and this is odd, like within a couple days of each other, I just had 2 cancellations for next weekend. I only have 1 trip now next weekend. If anybody's looking for a trip, I know this is short notice, but the Kings are here. And we'll talk about that shortly, but we are having some fantastic, phenomenal fishing right now. I've got openings this weekend, which is really unusual. Like I said, for this time of year, Memorial Day weekend. I have Friday, Saturday, and Monday morning open right now next weekend. If you want to jump on board, give me a call or shoot me a text, 231-252-1177. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. The Kings are tearing it up out there right now. We fished tight lines for troops yesterday. We had 10 bites, and we were middle of the pack on bites. A couple other boats, some of the boats that did not do the event went out charter fishing, got out there earlier, had over 20 bites on kings, and boated a boatload of them. So again, I'm going out tomorrow morning. I hope to get a little more intel on that. But by next weekend, with the warm weather that's coming around, we're going to have some really good fishing, probably next weekend and even the week after. So, excuse me. Again, if you want to book with me, give me a call, 231-252-1177. Call or text. I got those 3 dates open right now, and it's going to be first come, first serve. You don't have to put a deposit down. I'll hold it for you. I can take up to 4 anglers. Check out my rates, darkbluecharters.com. You'll see all the information right there. I believe I can put it on the information down below. I don't have it up there yet, but darkbluecharters.com. Give me a call. I'll be happy to get you out there if you want to go. There goes my wife. My wife's heading back to the back bedroom, taking a nap. She's not taking a nap. All right, I'm going to turn this around so I don't bug her too much. Hold on. There we go. All right, so yeah, tight lines for troops was yesterday. What a great event that is. If you don't know what that is, we take veterans out fishing for a day of fun on the water. And yeah, it was a really good turnout, really good participation level this year, not only for all the boats and the captains, but also for the vets. We had 4 guys on, and like I said, we had 10 bites, ended up boating six fish. We worked straight out front of Manistee down to about the 12s, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing the next few days. Tomorrow morning, I might just take it straight out of Manistee, into like the 14s, and just put it on a south and run it all the way down to Ludington, just troll all the way down there. That seems to be some of the best fishing that we've heard of lately. What I was doing yesterday was working anywhere from 80 feet down to about 20 feet down, and we were doing pretty well on 225 coppers, a couple 300 copper bites, one downrigger bite, a few other ones. But the people that I talked to that fished more south, or further south of me rather, seem to be doing a much better job in deeper water. So if you are down by Ludington, check out the not deeper water, I'm sorry, take that back. We were all working like 110 out to 200. They were working deeper water columns. These seem to be getting their bites down there from 80 feet on down. So it seemed to be a higher bite up here. Down by Ludington, it seemed to be a deeper bite. A couple guys were running the middle downrigger, the chute downrigger, with a big hooch and a fly, like down 120, 400 coppers, 450 coppers, some 300 copper bites. But it definitely seemed like the bite was on a deeper bite down there. Up here, like I said, most of our bites came around 40, 45 feet, maybe 50 feet. 225 copper was really working well for us. The Dreamweaver A-Bomb, that dumb spoon, I think took 5 bites for us yesterday. I thought it was 4, but then I got thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it was 5. 225 coppers, and then we had the mag out on a 13 color, and that took a rip or 2 as well. So the A-Bomb was really working. We also took a rip on a double slick with a blue bubble fly. So it kind of rang a bell that blue was working well. So we put some other blue objects out, blue spoons and things and whatnot, and those seem to be working well also. So blue seems to be the ticket right now. Although I did talk to some other boats, they told me green was the ticket. So I think you're going to be fine either way. But if you do not have that A-Bomb spoon, I'm going to tell you right now, grab one. Grab a handful of them. Last year, that thing went for me, I think it was about 3 weeks time period last year, maybe short, maybe a little longer. That thing was just on fire for me. And then again, yesterday, we put that thing back out. Scott Argensinger, I didn't know you were on here. Yeah, that A-Bomb. I know, Scott, you designed that spoon. It's dumb because how good it works. Man, that thing was flying. So like I said, if you don't have that spoon, grab some of the Super Slims, grab some of the mags, and get those things out there. 10 color, 225 coppers, 13 colors. That thing is a really, really hot spoon right now. But I'll take you out back here in a sec. I'll show you my spread and my setup for tomorrow morning, and you'll see some of the other things that are working, some of the other things that are going on. right. What else did I want to talk about before we go and do that? Seems like there's always a few things going on that I'd like to mention. Again, huge hats off. Tight Lines for Troops. Thanks to all the great people that got involved in that, and to all the vets that came out and participated in that. If you're a veteran and you want to get involved in that, tightlinesfortroops.com. It's an annual thing. And all you got to do is sign up, get a hold of them. They will get you on a list, and if you're lucky enough to be chosen, you'll go out with one of the boats here around Manistee. And it's not just Manistee boats. Boats come from all over the place to participate in this thing. It is a really good turnout. But you'll get on a boat, you'll get out there, you'll fish for a day, you'll get a nice meeting on Friday, you'll get a nice dinner on Friday, you'll get a bunch of stuff from the organizers, you'll get shirts, you'll get all sorts of things. Saturday, you'll fish till noon, and when you come in on at noon on Saturday, it's just a fantastic welcome party sitting back at the pier heads and up and down the river. People lining both sides with flags and banners, dressed up in all sorts of great outfits. There's this group of older ladies every year at First Street Beach launch. Every year they're there. I think we've done this thing 7 times, and I remember them being there, I believe, every time. They wear an outfit. Each one of them stand next to each other, and when they're standing next to each other, it's a giant American flag. So the person on the far right, I think, has the stars on and some of the stripes, and you get what I'm saying. They make an American flag, and that is just one of the coolest things. If you know who those people are and you're watching, tell them I said thank you, and tell them I look forward to seeing them every single year. It is a really cool thing. But the fire departments come out, a lot of the local law enforcement agencies and the state police, they bring cars out, turn the lights on, hit the sirens. Really good time. And then after that, back to the meeting place for another great dinner. Sit down and, then on your way until next year. So if you're interested in doing that, again, tightlinesfortroops.com. What a fantastic event. All right, what am I missing in the comments? In just a sec, like I said, we'll go outside here. We'll check out the setup for tomorrow. We got 180 people here. I got 36 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thanks to everybody for being here. If you didn't see, I had a lot of people ask me over the last couple of weeks, well, ever since we did the meat rig program with Captain George and Captain Scott, I had a lot of people email me asking about my brine that I use for my cut bait. I put a video out just a couple days ago showing you exactly how I do my brine. It is not rocket surgery in any way. Anybody can do it. And you can keep it in a container like I did. You'll see if you watch the video. You can keep it in a container and it will stay good for you pretty much all season. And the way that I do it, all I have to do is just add strips in as I need, and they will actually brine up in that solution in my container. So real easy way to do it. It's a way I learned years and years and years ago. So check that out if you haven't already. And then also we'll have another video out here in a couple days from some of the boat maintenance over this past winter. Jeff Spear, hello back to you. Good to see you, man. So I'll tell you what, before we go outside here, we're only like 14 minutes in here. This might be a short one tonight. Before I even go out there, guys, throw me comments or questions before I go, and then we'll head on out there and check it out. Jordan, Filippo, I believe that was the name. Do you have to be a licensed captain to do tight lines for troops? I don't know the answer to that. You would have to find out. I don't think so. I'm almost certain you don't, but it would be better to check that out. There's a phone number on there you can call, and you can get that information that you need. I'd rather you do that than me tell you something and it's wrong. Okay? All right, what other questions you guys and gals got before we hop outside and take a look? Is that what everybody wants? You just want me to go outside and take a look here? Is that what everybody is waiting for? Probably. Me to shut up and just do this. All right. Okay, we can do that. That's easy. All right, I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to grab the phone. We're going to go out that door. We're going to go to the back deck. We're going to talk about what we're setting up for tomorrow. Here we go. Out the door we go. You can all see the new flooring is not in yet. That should be coming this week or the week after. Pretty quiet around here right now. Some of my neighbors having a nice campfire over there. All right. So let's start off over here, starboard side. This is my mate side. 10 color. 10 color's been pretty good, just like a 225 copper. I've got a Captain Gary's on there. That's ready to go. 13 color. That thing was hot the other day, like I said. Right there. There's the A-bomb. That's in the mag size. 8 color. 8 color, I got a Moonshine. That is the, I think that's called the Half Loaf. That's from their Half Moon series. That's been a really good spoon for me over the last few years. Starboard side downrigger. Blue Jackal. You can see that thing's been tore up quite a few times. That's one of my favorite morning starting spoons right there. That thing will stay on there for a couple hours. If it's still getting bit, I'll leave it on there. If it stops getting bit after the sun gets up, I'll change that thing out. Center downrigger. This is the new Beckhold. What's this called? Mercury Falling. That's what that one's called. Hey, Greg. You want to be in the video?
Oh.
I'm doing a live stream.
Are you?
Yeah. The new Beckhold Mercury Falling flasher is on there in the 11-inch. I got that paired up with a Pickled Sunshine Fly. UV beads, my normal setup. 2 yellows in the back, 3 on top of that. Port side downrigger. The good old Dancing Anchovy. You can see that thing has been tore up. That's going out on the port side. 150 steel. Greg's sitting here listening. I think he's going to take some of my stuff. Greg runs Dogbone Charters. Guys, if you're looking for a good charter, check out Dogbone Charters. I'll give him a heads up right there. The Blue Knight in the RV is going out on a 150 steel. That was a 150 copper. Now it's a 150 steel. I do like that weighted steel. 227 steel, also with an A-bomb going out. 450 steel, because I know there's been some deeper stuff. Good old Moonshine blue jeans in the RV. Yeah, that thing's going to be great. That thing has been great. I'm going to run a low diver on my side, along with my slide diver right there. And on the slide diver, I'm going to run the Stinger Stingray Lance's Two-Face. That's a great spoon for this time of the year. If I don't know what my first mate's going to run tomorrow. If he's going to run a slide diver or a regular diver, but if he's going to run a slide diver, let's see what I want to pick out here. Well, I'll let him pick it out, but let's see what are some of the options I would go with. Can't go wrong with either of those. Got the bad toad in the RV, raspberry carbon. Everybody knows that thing. Those would both be good choices. That purple Nurple right there, that white one with the black spots, that'd be another good choice. Oh, some of my custom painted ones there, hand painted ones. The green jeans, of course, might not be a bad choice either. That green flounder might not be a bad choice. Dreamweaver stuff. And that one right there, that gold goose. Anybody ever hear of the Bite Me Elmo spoon? That thing's a good spoon. That's a stupid good spoon. But right there is the golden goose. That might be a good one to put out. Or that blue dolphin right there in the middle with the UV on it. That might be a good one as well. Or even that glow frog with a white belly. One of those might be a good choice. Starburst might be a good one also. Excuse me. Yeah, any of those would be good choices. Low divers, I'm going to run Flasher Fly. Let's see what we got going on down here for my Flasher Fly selection. I'm pretty sure I already know what I want to go with. I just got to find it. This one we ran the other day, Blue Bubble on top of that blue over blue. Scott, you're on here from Dreamweaver. If, Scott, you can tell me what the name of that one is. That one's been good for us in the springtime before. I think it's going to continue to. Good old Kevin's Girlfriend with a Pickled Sun. Oh, that's a Riverside on there. Kevin's Girlfriend with a Riverside or a Pickled Sunshine are going to do fine for you. There's the one with the Pickled Sunshine on it. Where is the one, though, I think I want to run? There we go. caught up in my other stuff. Stand by. Double slick, pickled sunshine. It's going to be that, or it's going to be a double slick with a blue bubble fly. We took fish with that yesterday rather. Let's see what else I got here. This is just a small sample of what I got on this boat. Two-face, and that's got a rapture fly on there. I think that's called the Genie. I'm probably going to flop that off there, though, and go with something, maybe the blue bubble or back to the pickled sunshine. That'd be another good choice. Black double slick with a pickled sunshine, or even the chrome killer down there. This one we ran, we didn't have anything on that, but I wouldn't be afraid to go with that. I think that's the Dream Catcher paddle, and that's got a dark blue fly on it. That'd be fine also. But yeah, that's going to be my setup for tomorrow. And then if things go, if we start getting bites deeper, I can switch over to that 300 copper there. We got a couple other 400 coppers up there as well. If the slide divers aren't going, then I'll switch over to a regular diver, and maybe even throw a meat rig or two out there. That might not be a bad idea as well. Get some meat out there in the program and give them something juicy to look at. But let's get back down inside here. Get you back set up. Okay, close that door. Keep some of that sun out. There we go. Jeff Russell, how you doing? Good to see you, man. All right, speed for tomorrow. Good question. I've been running it slow, from like 1.8 up to 2.2. I've been doing it slow, and it seems to be working. Now, if that doesn't go, of course, I'm going to start zigzagging and maybe work some higher speeds. But this time of the year, I do not mind going slower speeds. Patrick Meyer wants to know, any alewives dying off up here? Yeah, we've had quite a few on the beach, not like other places from what I've heard. To the north of us, I heard they were just abundantly dying off. But remember, that's not a terrible thing. That doesn't mean that our fishery is crashing in some way. That's actually an indication of too many alewives out there, and you get die-offs like that. So don't think that, hey, we're back in the you-know-what. This is actually not a bad indicator of things to come. My gut feeling is the next 5 years or so, we're going to see a steady increase of fish, and we're going to see a steady increase of planting. Now, of course, I'm no expert, but that's what I'm thinking. Karen C wants to know, am I still doing the floor install? Yes, they will be here. I was told either this week or the week after to do the floor install. Oh, absolutely, Karen. I'm highly, highly looking forward to that. And I'll throw their name out there. If you're looking for amazing custom marine flooring, check out Custom Marine Flooring. Custom Marine Flooring, MI.com. They're right here in Ludington. Amazing stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. All right, what else you guys and gals got for questions? I'm happy to answer any. We've only been on here for like 20 minutes or so. This is a short one compared to other times. Ryan, yeah, clean up the beaches, plant more salmon. Very well could. Yeah, Deer Hunter. Well, am I going to run any slider lines? Fixed slider versus just regular free sliders? Yeah, I'll likely run free sliders on my downriggers. 6 feet. 6 feet is the max you can run on those. So, yeah, definitely. One thing I do like to run as far as sliders, if I'm running, say I'm running a mag A-bomb on my regular, my regular presentation on my downrigger, I might put a super slim A-bomb up above it. I like going, I think I just said up above it. Up above it. I do like matching up one spoon to another one when I'm running my sliders. Yeah. All right. What else you guys got? I'm happy to answer anything. Scott Argetsinger's here as well from Dreamweaver. I'm sure he's happy to answer anything. Leroy Downing is here from Purple Taco. Absolutely. Leroy, do I have a contact to get involved with Tight Lines for Troops? Hit the website, tightlinesfortroops.com. Definitely. Johnny Quest, is Big John still making an appearance on the show? You just reminded me of something I wanted to talk about tonight, Johnny, so thank you. Big John had a spot set up with me for early April to come on the show and do a live stream. A couple weeks before that happened, they backed out. And I didn't ask why. It's none of my business. My gut feeling is they're just not ready. I know this. They've been hit hard like anybody else with shipping problems. They can't get the equipment in to build all the new things that they want. They're having a hard time just getting things in to keep up with demand for the things that are already on the market. So I know that Big John's just such a quality company. I know they don't want to come on here and say things that aren't going to be 100% true and solid. When they're ready to come out and talk to me about, or talk to all of you about the new products or the existing products, they've already told me they're 100% on board. They just want to make sure that they're absolutely ready to go on that. So I give them credit for that. They weren't ready. They weren't going to come on here and blow a bunch of smoke up the old you know what. They want to do it right. Okay? Yeah, D Herb, that A bomb has definitely been on fire. Like I said, if you don't have that A bomb, grab some. Grab some. All right. The other thing I want to mention was we were talking about Purple Taco there. A while back, I talked about I wanted to get a super network information going with a bunch of captains throughout the state, Wisconsin, things like that. I'm still working on that. I had very limited interest from other charter captains wanting to get involved in that. That's fine. That's for whatever reason they don't want to. That's fine. So what I'm going to do now, I've already identified some people in certain parts of the state. I know I have southern Michigan covered, Muskegon area, Ludington area, of course Manistee, and a few other places as well. What I'm going to do now is once I figure out exactly which demographics I'm good with, I'm going to just reach out to everybody on this channel. If you have an area that you can give good, solid weekly fishing reports for the channel, we'll talk a little. If you're good to go, we'll get you on board. That's something I still want to implement. It's something I think would be very beneficial to everybody on this community or in this community. And yeah, I'm still really excited about that. It's just I've been having a hard time getting people that want to get involved. And some people are very private with their information. I get that. I'm on the other end of the spectrum, obviously. I give out information freely. But some people, they just don't want to do that. And I respect that. They respect me. I respect them. It's no issue. But like I said, I'm probably going to have to reach out here to the weekend guys, and I'm fine with that because there's a lot of really good weekend fishermen out there. And if we go that route, that's no problem. I can't offer anybody anything more than the good shout out on the channel. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. We'll see. I'd still like to get this thing up and running by July. Earlier my goal was May. Now I'm thinking it's going to be closer to July. All right. So just want to cover that. Yeah, D Herb, I appreciate it. Don't anybody hop on here now and say, hey, me for this area. Let's wait. I'll put a dedicated video out on that here in the next week or two, asking for or giving out invites for that. And we'll just have to figure it out as we go through email or whatnot. And all I would ask is that you fish on a constant or on a fairly constant basis, and that you can give detailed and accurate information. Of course, I wouldn't want anybody, just giving out information just to give it out. I don't want any falsehoods out there. I'm going to want, of course, accurate and pertinent information for whatever your area is. All right. So I do appreciate everybody getting involved on that if we go that way. Okay. That's the biggest things I wanted to throw out. Of course, also, I got those 3 spots open for this coming, for next weekend. Again, I have Friday, Saturday, and Monday mornings open. If you want to go charter fishing, it is going to be, I know it's going to be good fishing. If you want to go, I got those dates open. It's really unusual that I do, but I do. I'll get you out there. 231-252-1177. I'll get you going on that. Somebody just asked something about coho and I missed it. If you want to throw that back up there, I'll be happy to answer it if I can. Other than that, I'm out. I'm out of stuff. I'm out of, my mouth is out of words to say, I guess. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If not, we can get out of here. Joe Roberts, good to see you. Don't worry about being late, man. You can always go back and replay this thing. That's the glory of YouTube. You can listen to this thing anytime you want. All right, Dan or something. Favorite spring co-host setup? Boo. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a Dodger and a fly. Dodger and a peanut fly. I mean, that's really, really good. Just the orange Dodger and a peanut fly. Yeah. Past that, And there's not like one thing that's standing out in my mind like it would be my absolute favorite. You can't go wrong with super slim spoons, really bright colors. But the Dodger and the Fly or the Dreamweaver 6-inch Spin Doctor with a peanut fly, you're not going to go wrong with anything like that. Jordan Filippo wants to know if I prefer meat rigs on, or what do I prefer to run them on? He said divers, downriggers, lead core, all the above, Jordan, all the above. Typically, I'll start with them on my low divers. That's my typical place to throw them out. But if I'm going to run a bunch of them, they'll be low diver, high diver, downrigger, lead core, copper. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Yeah, don't be afraid to throw them out on a bunch of things if you want to. Try them out. Try different ways. There's no rules in this thing. There's no book out there that says this is the rules of salmon fishing. You must abide by these rules or the salmon police will come and beat you or something. It's not that way. Just go out there and do what you want. Enjoy the experience. Meat Man throwing me some thumbs up. That name still cracks me up. Joe Roberts throwing me some thumbs up. All right, if you got more questions, throw them out now. I'm happy to answer them. We'll give it about another minute or so, and then we'll get going. Do you use a fishing log? Jeff also want to know, do I use a fishing log? Sometimes, Jeff, not all the time. Here's one thing I learned from a charter captain a long time ago, and this is really good information. Use your fish finder as a log. And the way you do that is when you get a waypoint on it, you hit a fish, you want to put a waypoint in. Put your waypoint in as a date. So like if it's June 1st, put it in as June 1st and whatever year that is. All right? Go do that throughout the whole year. And later on at the end of the year, get yourself a map of your area. Make it big enough. Go through your fish finder log and say for the month of May, you get a brown marker. And you put dots on the map for the brown marker. For the month of June, you get a yellow marker. You put June on there. September, you get it. August, September, July. You do that with different colors. Or even by week. You can do it by week as well. And then you go back in there and you look at that map at the end of the year, after you got all your marks on there, and you can figure out where the patterns are, where the fish were in this month, where the fish were maybe in this month, and so on and so on. Great idea. It works really well. And you're not stuck on the boat every day trying to remember exactly where I was and what fish I caught and what the date was, putting it all into a log. It'll save you a little time. Adam, I missed your last name, but Moonshine Mags at 2.0 miles an hour, do I think they have sufficient action? I do. Yeah, I think those are excellent speed tolerant spoons. Yeah, I hit fish on them all the time at 2.0 and even a little lower. Yeah, absolutely. Super Slims, of course, absolutely shine. That is when Super Slims are good, period, but they really shine at slower speeds. They won't stall out like some of the other spoons do. Matt Presidents has to put marks where the fish aren't. That's funny. Why do I not run spoons on my Spin Doctors from Salmon Stalker? You can, Stalker. You absolutely can. It's not something I've done much in the past, but a lot of people do. Somebody just asked if the fish are closer to the piers in Manistee. No, they're still out a little deeper. They're still sitting out on the bank in the shelf, and that's where I'm gonna, like I said, I told everybody earlier, but I'm gonna start tomorrow morning, pretty much straight out of Manistee, probably 120, 130 foot of water to start, and I'm more than likely just gonna put it on a south troll, straight towards Ludington, and just see what I see on my graph. Fish hawks this time of the year, the water's cold top to bottom. I think it's like 44 degrees. So there's not a certain temp you're looking for, but you can still get your accurate speed off your fish hawk this time of the year. But yeah, I'm going to put it on a south towards Ludington. I'm going to see what I see on the graph. If I'm getting bit in that area, I'm likely going to hold that. If I'm not getting bit in that area, I'll probably zig out to like 150 or 160, zig back into like 120, and just keep working that all the way down to see what kind of patterns I can figure out. That's the beauty of it. It's like a mystery every morning. It really is. It's like you go out and you got to be a detective every morning. Chris White, don't say forgive me. Hey, we all started sometime. He said, forgive me, I'm new here. Don't worry about being new, Chris. That's what this place is for. Do people use smelt in their meat rigs? Yes, they do. If you have smelt, yes, you can absolutely use them in the meat rigs. In fact, some people prefer it. Steve Eddy, any sales coming to Tangle Tackle soon? Not that I know of, Steve. No, I haven't heard of any. If I do, I'll put it out there. If you want to check out Tangle Tackle, everybody, of course, tangletacklecompany.com. You can find a lot of stuff on there. Chris White, you're very welcome. Steve Steele, you're welcome. I don't mind taking time out of my Sundays to get on here and talk to everybody. I'm not going to be able to do it every Sunday. I've been doing this now for 3 years? I think it's over 3 years now. We've been doing this every Sunday. I've taken a few off every now and then. I don't think more than 3 or 4. But the toughest ones for me is when I have a charter on a Sunday evening, and if we got things blowing up on the back deck, it's hard for me to get on here and do the live show. But I always try to. But yeah, I think it's been over 3 years now. That's crazy. Anyway, here's the other thing I want to mention. How many people we got here? 190. Guys, gals, I want to try to get this subscriber count up to 15,000 by the end of August. I told you before, I'm never going to beg for subscribers, and I'm not doing that now. But I would love to see if we can jump that number up to 15,000 by the end of August. We're at like 8,700 now, so we're almost going to have to double it. But looking at my stats, more than half, like 60% or more of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. If you want to get on here, if this channel helps you out in any way, I would love it if you could subscribe. That helps me and the channel, and it gives me the motivation and the inspiration to come back here every Sunday and do these things. I love helping people out, and when people start hitting that sub count up, that lets me know that what I'm doing is helping people. So if we can bump this thing up to 15,000, if there's anything you guys can do out there, like, subscribe, share. Share is a big one. If you can do that, I would absolutely appreciate it. Stephen Eddy asking again if any sales are coming to Tangle Tackle. Not that I know of. I think I answered that a second ago, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if anything, I've been looking at my stats lately. Like, my subscriber count is, like, plateauing. For whatever reason. I don't know. Usually this time of the year it's going way, way, way up, and it seems like it's just kind of going, that's fine. People are busy. But yeah, let's see if we can jump this thing up to 15,000 by the end of August. If we do that, I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. I'll figure it out. All right, we're 40 minutes in. We're 191 people, 64 thumbs up. If you got any more questions, I'll give you another minute or so to get that out there, and I'll answer that. If we don't, we'll go ahead and say goodnight for this time. All right, looks like a lot of people are jumping out, so looks like we're winding down. That's fine. People got better things to do on a Sunday night. I get it. You're welcome. Ben, you're welcome. TD Schloud, you're welcome. Robert Shafton, you're welcome. Am I using plugs? Yes, I like to run some plugs out this time of the year, definitely. You're welcome. You're welcome. Kirk C., you're welcome. Kirk Filippo, you're welcome. Jeff Abram, you're welcome. Dennis Clement, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everett, Dan, you're welcome as well. Let's get out of here. Adam, there's 2 Adams in a row. Steve, Mark, you guys are such good people. All right, all season angler. Thanks, guys, gals. We'll see everybody next Sunday, if not sooner. Take care.